Hala Madrid. That's a good one there for Real Madrid fans, as right now they are celebrating the fact that they were able to win. Coming back from behind to PSG, a night of action from Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. Really, they are the Madrid stars. You just have to appreciate what they did yesterday. You have a Champions League, talking about Karim Benzema and the entire squad of Real Madrid. Welcoming you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, lots to talk about this hour. A lot of happiness coming from Real Madrid fans. I have in the studio two gentlemen who will be talking about all these activities, having from far to my left-hand side. That's Abdullah Kabiru. Good to have you.
Great to be here.
And Peter Umeza. Good to have you, Peter.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
There you are smiling. I guess you are supporting Madrid, right? Okay, let's set the ball rolling as we'll be looking at activities in the world of sports. Now, let's start from the home scene. NNL, Nigerian National League, midweek matches were played. Let's look at the result from the conferences rather. Northern Conference A2, DMD, they pipped Malone Fashi by a lone goal. Green Beret in Zaria, it was a goalless against Kogi United. Jigawa Golden Stars defeated Road Safety by 2-0 as Kebbi United lost away to JM Liberty FC 2-0 there. Adamawa United, Pip Doma United 1-0 in Adamawa. That's the A2. Now we look straight to the B1 Southern Conference result as it went down in the midweek of the Nigerian National League. Gateway pipped Bende Insurance as Osun United also did to Ikorodu City. Abeokuta Stormers against Van Dresa ended 2-1 in favor of Abeokuta Stormers. JATT 1-0 Campus FC against Campus FC there. Ibom Youth FC defeated Ekiti United by 2-0 in the Southern Conference B2. Unewi United 5-0 walloping of Otasolo FC. They borrowed some leads from Bayern Munich there. Warri Wolves against Go Round FC 1-0. FC1 Rocket also they defeated Rovers of Calabar as Bayelsa United lost by a lone goal to Apex Crane. 2-1 ended, and you have Abia Comet 3. Crown FC 1. That's how it went down in the Nigerian National League. Well, that's the midweek matches that went down in the Northern Conference A2, Southern Conference B1, and Southern Conference B2 in all the matches that was played just yesterday. Now we move to talk about the women football. Nigerian Women Football League also had their own share of playing football on Wednesday. Let's look at the result from the women's side. In Group A, you have Nasarawa Amazon. They did well against Pelican Stars, winning 3-0, while Edo Queens won away in Abuja against Nigeria Test 2-0 in their own games that was played yesterday in the NWFL. Well, for Group B, Royal Queens 3, Abia Angels 0. Rivers Angels, they lost against FC Robo Queens of Lagos, while Delta Queens at home, they lost against Bayelsa Queens in the southern fight there. Let me just call it a duel between Bayelsa Queens and Delta Queens. It was a South-South affair. Talking about this particular game, Delta Queens versus Bayelsa Queens, it was a match that, okay, a lot of people be expecting Delta to win, but Bayelsa carried the day. Peter.
Yeah, because Bayelsa played, they were determined and they played better. The result was really, they expected Delta, but Bayelsa turned the table around. Just like in main football, you expect this to win, and after the result, you become surprised. So Bayelsa did the best and they came out.
Okay, now still talking about the Women League now, though we are having Southern Conference there. But really, talking about Nigerian football, we just have to appreciate the fact that anytime you look at all these results, you feel so happy that, okay, this is Nigerian League. It's not everything about the Europeans every time. We talk about our own. For people to know, because a lot of people don't really follow our league, but now with all this awareness, they will be sure, okay, oh, there's a club they call Royal Queens, there's one they call Rivers Angels, FC Robo Queens of Lagos, Delta Queens. You at least need to get them aware.
Yes, it's important. I do tell people to get involved in our local league, especially the women, because it's actually interesting. But because people are not too acquainted with our playing style, our football league, that was the reason why so many don't have interest. I tell people about Angel Rivers Angels. And yesterday, one of the people I do tell came to tell me that my Rivers Angel lost. I said yes, well they are team to they are team to always beat. I love their style of play. But yesterday, Robos were able to defeat them, and it was a good one. So it's good we start looking at our local league, and both the male and the female is very nice, because if we don't talk about it, like you always said, nobody else will come to talk about it.
They won't. Is it an European man that will be talking about the NNL on the NWFL?
Yeah.
The way we project their league, really, we give much more because people are really tense towards that side. But we need to let people know that we have our own league. We have NLO, Nationwide League One. Do you know that we have 150 clubs? 150 clubs registered in the Nationwide League One. That's a question for both of you to answer. Well, we've been talking here in the studio, talking about 360 Sport. A lot of activities that went down in the Nigerian National League. Matches were played in the midweek and also in the NWFL. But the biggest one that happened, we can't just have to talk about it. UEFA Champions League was like a miracle. A lot of people were not expecting that comeback from for Real Madrid, but that's football. Before we go to that particular side, let's talk about Manchester City versus Sporting. It was a game as expected. They were trailing by 5-0. I'm facing you now, Kabiru. 5-0, first leg, second leg. Nobody was actually expecting any miracle from them. After all, a away goal has been cancelled. So even if they have won 5 yesterday, all they need to do is to win 6 goals, which they couldn't even score one. End 0-0.
Yeah, it was a straightforward game. Basically, the game had been done from the first leg. So City, they were just see the game out, be professional. No need to get injured or anything. Just keep the ball, keep it professional. Straightforward to the quarterfinals. It was a boring game, to be fair. There was really nothing to play for. Sporting didn't really give it a fight that much. So it was straightforward quarterfinals. They even swapped off their goalkeeper, brought on one old goalkeeper to show you how the game was so comfortable for them. Yeah.
Okay, now let's go to the big one, which in fact, Karim Benzema seems to be the one to write his name in gold right now. We are going straight to talk about PSG, Real Madrid. That game, it was a game that a lot of people were like, what would they do? Looking at the Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, and all these stars that they have in PSG against this match against Real Madrid, where can they turn the table? Which they did. In fact, when Mbappe scored, where you're like, it's now 2-0. Then before you blink your eye, it was 2, now 1-1. Then the aggregates started getting clearer and clearer before Benzema turned to another player and it started coming. Well, looking at this particular game, first of all, the game that was a particular goal, the first goal that Pochettino was saying Benzema really was too much on Donnarumma. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't think so. I think they gambled. It was a risky decision. Like, you're leading 1-0. There was no need to make such a silly decision to pass the ball. Like, shoot it up, clear it of the line. Obviously, Donnarumma is a young goalkeeper. Maybe he doesn't have much experience at these big Champions League matches, but it was a silly mistake. I think it wasn't Benzema's fault. They were pressing the game. Like, you have to press. They wanted to equalize. So there was no foul there, in my opinion. I think it was a clean.
You agree with that?
It was the goalkeeper's fault, yeah.
It was Donnarumma's fault, because a lot of people have been like, it was a bit lackluster yesterday.
Yeah, he was. I think the team, I don't know. Honestly, it was a shocking game. It was like a game of 2 halves. Even me, like you were saying, after Mbappe scored that goal, I was like, okay, it's over now. It was just...
That's why it's not over until it's over.
I'm telling you, but the second half, like Real Madrid, they really showed why they are Real Madrid, why they've won this competition so many times, honestly. They changed Modric, 36-year-old Modric, how he dominated that game in that midfield last night. Benzema scoring 3 goals, coming back. PSG, Messi was on the pitch last night. It was quiet. It was honestly unbelievable game. Yeah. I could not believe my eyes last night.
Okay, I can see you chuckling. What do you want to say, Peter?
I think PSG needs to really work on themselves, especially in the knockout stage of Champions League. This is not the first time such thing is happening to them. So, some years ago, Barcelona turned a 4-0 second leg of the match to 6-1, which was, people were not expecting that. And at this time around again, the first leg was a 1 goal down. And the second leg, you already have a goal leading by Kylian Mbappe. and they just
They
came
should have
out.
packed the bus.
They
should have packed Keke,
They should
right?
have secured.
They should have packed Keke or bus or
They may
whatever
not
you want
even
to pack.
but at least they should be able to secure that goal. That 17-minute hat trick from Karim Benzema, though shows that they are actually the Galacticos. When it has to do with Real Madrid and Champions League, you don't mess, you don't toy with them. Those guys are good at what they do when it has to do. And once again, they've proved to the world that they still remain the Galacticos. So it's a good one for them.
It's a mentality thing as well. You see, if you look at the Real Madrid team, and most of them have been there, they've done it, they've won it multiple times. Their manager, Ancelotti as well, has won it before. AC Milan, Madrid, done there. But PSG, if you look at the team, Pochettino has never really won anything proper in his career. The players there, Verratti, like he said, he was part of that team that they lost 4-0. So it's still a mentality thing. They're used to losing. They are not quite used to. They don't have that winner's mentality. You can see Madrid, Benzema, regardless of their age, these guys have been there. They've done it. They are ready to. Under pressure, they can perform. But PSG, they just capitulate.
No, go ahead. Let it be head to head.
But to me, I think PSG still messed up big time. They are the experienced player this time around.
Yeah.
And the people expect more from them this period.
That's true.
Like you said the last time, fine. But this time around, having the likes of Angel Di Maria,
Messi,
Lionel Messi, Neymar, and all of that. So they had team to actually compete for this.
To be fair, the big players, they didn't step up.
They messed up. They messed up.
Big players didn't step up.
But like I said, Real Madrid, when it has to do with Champions League, you don't write them off. They are team to beat, and they still maintain that the Galacticos, which they showed the world yesterday. So it's a good one to them.
Now, still talking about the UEFA Champions League, I saw yesterday that PSG, there was a particular occurrence after the game involving Al Khalifa, that's the chairman of PSG, who right now has been under scrutiny because of his reaction after that game. He went ahead to meet the referee, banging at his door and all that, and all the anger. And now the video has been made, sent to UEFA. They are still reviewing that to see what they are going to do concerning Leonardo, the sporting director of PSG, and also Al Khalifa, who right now, both of them accusing the central referee for the fact that they felt that goal, the false goal, Benzema. They kept looking at that. But all in all, I love the fact that Rio Ferdinand, Manchester United former legend, said that, well, in this particular scenario, it's not about Pochettino now. It's about the players. Just like you said, mentality. No matter how good you are, it's not about money. It's not about the mentality to, oh, I want to win. Let's do this. You've gone to the final of this competition. You lost. You are at the round of 16 now. You won the first leg. The second leg, you scored first. You should have been able to hold on to that. Secure this, no matter how difficult. Like we used to say in Nigerian pidgin parlance, we died there. They should have died there, right?
I expected them to even learn from Barcelona. Is it PSG question?
They did it against Barcelona. Barcelona came from behind and won. So Real Madrid, who we know they are perennial winners, they are the champions of Champions League.
Yes.
You understand? 13 good times. And you are coming with all your money, with all the names of players. You believe that, okay, it's going to be the name, or Real Madrid will just go and sleep. They will never give up. Do you know why? They believe so much in Real Madrid. They really see the way they see Champions League. They see it as their own. That's why they always remain the Galacticos. Yes. They see that trophy as theirs. So it's, even when they don't qualify to the last maybe final or whatever, they still believe that we are coming back.
Yes.
That's the mentality.
No, but even when their manager wins La Liga and he fails to win Champions League,
you have not done anything.
Yes, exactly.
You must win it.
Like I said, Al Khalifi, maybe at first, maybe emotions, they got the better of them. You can't blame him after investing so much the past how many years, investing so much into it, and it doesn't work out. He's trying to maybe vent his frustration at the referee instead of his own decisions. But the players, honestly, they gave up. Like they were feeling too big maybe to track back. Messi was walking all over. Neymar, he couldn't care less. Mbappe was what I don't blame Mbappe for wanting to leave, honestly. Like look at them. These are the great players.
Now, looking at what you just said, let's take a cue at Mbappe. You just mentioned a word from my mouth that maybe you won't blame for wanting to leave, right? Now that match, somebody wrote, this should be your last match for Champions League. You are going in PSG. You are going to Real Madrid. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
In football, anything can happen. So he has been on the talk show for Real Madrid about Mbappe and Real Madrid. So I won't be surprised if I see him in Real Madrid. And but yesterday, he did his best. He gave his best for PSG. He was not even he was not supposed to be fit for the match. But yesterday morning, I saw him being cleared for the match, and he put them on the lead. He was able to put them on the lead. So he has done his part. He has played his part. I think Khalifa doing that, like you said, is emotional. But to me, there is no need. The match is not supposed to be a match of referee's faults. Him going to the referee, he did the wrong thing. It was a wrong move. He's supposed to go back to his drawing board, go back to his team.
To his voice and
yes,
see what can we do.
No.
We are out already.
He's not supposed to do that. And, he will deserve every sanction or every penalty from the UEFA.
Honestly, Mbappe doesn't want to be playing in French league every week. He wants to be competing with the big boys, played in the proper league. He doesn't want to be.
Okay, that's where that song came. Okay, you like that song there?
Yeah, you have to chill with the big boys.
Okay, well, PSG too is a big boy now. It's a big boy team. But however, I think a move to Real Madrid will be a great move to his career.
If he should move to Real Madrid now, talking about Mbappe, I'm sure because someone said that, okay, it's better you come home where you can easily win two things. You can win Champions League and you can win World Footballer of the Year. After all, it seems to be like Mbappe is now the crown prince of Ballon d'Or or FIFA, because everybody has been like the next person to take over from Messi and Ronaldo. The rivalry is going to be Mbappe. And I just hope he will be able to step into that particular. If he can move to Real, according to people, not me now, that easily he can scoop Champions League and also win World Footballer.
Honestly, and also play in a proper league as well. Because honestly,
are you saying French league is not proper?
No disrespect to French league, but every week in, week out, PSG don't get tested. Like, that's the difference. When you are in La Liga, there are at least 3-4 teams, Atletico Madrid,
squaring up against you.
Squaring up, they'll give you a game. French league, he doesn't get tested. He wants to play in a proper league against, compete with the best, following the footsteps of other great players in the past who have played in Real Madrid, worn that white jersey. Honestly, he needs to do that for his career. I don't blame him.
Okay, I agree that a move for Mbappe to Real Madrid will help his career, especially in time of winning the Ballon d'Or. But at the same time, he actually needs to still work more, even if it's not a talk show that he's going to take over from Lionel Messi and the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, Neymar also has this kind of recognition, but you know.
But I think it's a different case now. Neymar, a bit, to some extent, if you study them psychologically, I think Neymar was more kind of a bit like Kadasika about his own. He was believing that the world is on my shoulder, I can just show it before the likes of Mbappe came on and it was like a shock. So for Neymar to get close to that level where he was in Barcelona, he needs a lot of work to do and change his mentality, the lifestyle and all that.
Honestly,
look at Ronaldo. Despite the wealth, despite the beauty, despite everything, he worked hard. He worked extra hard.
Honestly, I doubt Neymar can get back to that level he was at Barcelona. I think he's already 30 years old. Like, sometimes you hear he's missed a match, he went to his sister's birthday.
He's full of parties, a lot of enjoyment.
Like, Mbappe has
cruise ships everywhere.
Exactly. These young guys coming up, Mbappe, Haaland, they can easily overtake him. In my opinion, they probably already
he has been overtaken.
Like, Neymar, I don't doubt he's in top 5 best players at the moment in time. Sorry,
yeah, sure. We are saying the right thing. I think he messed up with his career. That's what I would say. He messed up with his career. Though he's a player that he just wants to enjoy football. He don't want to know whether his team is losing. As long as he can dribble, he can display his skills on field, he's okay. So, and the kind of football now, I think he needs more than that to prove himself to the world. Mbappe, like I said, is a very serious player, but he actually don't need to relent. He needs to keep working and keep working hard. And a move to Real Madrid will actually help boost his career in time of winning, like you said, Ballon d'Or and so many other things like Champions League and World Club, like that. So I wouldn't see him. I would love to see him in Madrid at least. See another challenge coming to La Liga. You know, the likes of Messi and Ronaldo has left and the league is a bit quiet. So let's see players like this and let's see what Barcelona 2 is coming up in the summer and let's see how can get the La Liga more heated again like before. Thank you.
should get Haaland so that
yeah.
Barcelona.
We are seeing how
Real
Haaland is
Madrid.
coming to Barcelona. So
That would be nice if
yes.
Haaland moves to Barcelona and Real
Mbappe.
gets Mbappe,
Yes,
and then we can have it back the way it used to be.
Yeah, Clasico back again, yeah.
That would be nice. And also, at least we have other teams trying to see how they can close the gap. Valencia, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, and all the guys, they will begin to square off for at least something. Well, let's see what's going to happen. We've been talking concerning UEFA Champions League. It was a big one for Real Madrid to show why they are the Galacticos, why they are the Los Merengues when it comes to football. They did well by coming from behind and they outsmart PSG despite all the stars, Lionel Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, and all of them. They did well. Talking about Karim Benzema, give it up to the man, Luka Modric, who is really right now not getting old at all. He's really a new wine and old bottle. You just have to appreciate that man for what he's doing for that club called Real Madrid. Well, enough of that. Let's go straight to Europa League quickly. Our time is going. Let's look at Europa League round of 16 results also. Matches were played. Let's look at that result quickly where FC Porto, as expected, a lot of people were tipping Lyon to win, and Lyon did well. They pipped them by a long goal. Real Betis, Eintracht Frankfurt. That was a match that you don't expect Eintracht to win, but they came, they conquered over there in Spain. Defeating Real Betis has been since late in form this season, but what happened? They went to sleep, they underrated Eintracht Frankfurt at their own peril, or they were complacent.
I think a bit of complacency, like you said. Real Betis, they're a good team. They're a top 4, challenging for the Champions League in La Liga. So they would have thought at home as well. They were playing at home to lose to Eintracht Frankfurt at home. I think that's a bit of an upset. I think the second leg, they should definitely
maybe they should do Real Madrid style.
Honestly, they need to come back, because to lose that game, it was an upset. Yeah.
Okay, for you, Lyon beating Porto.
Okay, I'll talk
away.
about. Yes, well, people will tip Lyon to have come up with a good result, and they did. I think the form of Lyon has been interesting too this week, this season. Though Porto too is trying, but we expect Lyon to do that. I was just thinking the whole Porto being home should be able to at least secure a draw for them, a point, if they cannot even win the match. But it's not a bad one seeing Lyon winning the match. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one.
Okay, now if you look at the way it is right now, when you talk about football now in Europe, you look at some teams that, okay, they are always there rejuvenating every season, trying to show, like Real Betis. This is a team that you cannot rate them to be, okay, mid-table or belong to the big boys, but they are always there to give you that particular flair that you want to see when it comes to football. They play good football, but they might not just be winning the league or performing too well in all these things, but it's been Sevilla so far. Now, this season, losing against Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany, unexpectedly, do you see them turning the table? Why time to go for the second leg?
I think they should be favourites to turn the table. Like the players they have, they've invested well. I think Real Betis. Nabil Fekir used to play for Lyon. They signed him recently. They have some good players. Canales, what was the other guy? Joaquin. They have some good players there. I think they're top 4 in La Liga. They shouldn't be losing to Eintracht Frankfurt.
Frankfurt, who are not as strong in German league.
In German league, yeah, they shouldn't be losing to those type of teams.
Well, it's okay. Like you said, especially this present Real Betis form. The form has been hot, so we don't expect them to lose that much, even while home yesterday. But even if you still look at it, there are records in football. Real Betis' record against Frankfurt is not that encouraging. They've not been that good when they meet Frankfurt. Well, we're just wanting to justify their performance this time around, that they are in better form to have done better. But notwithstanding, like in football, we expected anything to happen. So second leg can still be better if they improve themselves and they are determined, like the mentality we've been talking about. If they actually want to proceed to the next round, they have to do better in the second leg. And I think they will learn from their mistake yesterday.
Good one there. Well, it's been a wonderful time with you, Abdullahi Kabiru. Thank you very much on the program.
Thank you for having me.
And Peter Meza, thank you very much too.
Thank you.
You're smiling. I'm sure you're a PSG fan. Good one there. We've been looking at the activities in the world of sport on the show, 360 Sports. Do not forget to follow us on our social media platform. It's been me, Adini Ajishafe, on the show 360 Sport. Once again, thanks for watching.